feeding these goldfish.
No, I can't believe LeBron still do that, bro. That's that video of LeBron at his son's game. He got bags of pretzels, and he just going to town on them like he ain't a millionaire and can't buy the whole concession stand.
That's how they stay rich. That's one thing I've seen. People have money, they don't want to spend it.
No, I agree. I agree with it.
It makes sense, but it's just like when you look at it, you be like, you got money. Like, why don't you just? But then again, I'm like, that's why they got it, because they ain't like me and just slippery with their money.
LeBron was talking about he don't pay extra for like Hulu and stuff. For his like he said he still got Pandora with commercials on it. Like, first off, bro, why don't you got Spotify? Like,
like Apple Music or something.
Yeah, you ain't got no
you
Apple Music.
Where they the artists send their music directly to him. Like,
he could be in the studio with these guys.
He already heard it.
Pandora with ads. Come on now, LeBron. I ought to smack you in the back of the. Come on, Brian. Stop. You tweaking. Nah, but nah, shout out to LeBron though. Nah, shout out to LeBron. His son's doing amazing though. His sons are awesome.
Everybody know how I feel about LeBron.
Yeah, good old Brian, man. That's your team, right?
Yes.
That's your team, right?
LA, I don't know what we doing, but we gonna be out there doing something this year.
Y'all ain't doing it. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what
y'all gonna be fighting each other. Y'all gonna be having each other in headlocks.
Hey. Then I'm gonna just record and put that Jim Ross on it. Why? Tell me why.
Tell me why. He just sounded so hurt.
Tell me why, Bron.
Man, I tell you, they gotta make that. They gotta turn that to that Backstreet Boy song. Tell me why.
I want to work on that.
I'm gonna work on that. He said I got something in store. He said, "Stay tuned on TikTok." Shout out to our TikTok. Hey man, shout out to look. I gotta give it up to them. We ain't even live right now. But I'm not gonna cut this out on this episode. But no, shout out to our TikTok. Devin is usually the primary guy for it. This man is killing it. Numbers keep going up. Look, man. This man said he was a draw, but I ain't believe him, you know. I still don't believe him. You know, so it's okay. We getting there. He is a draw on TikTok. Shout out to our Devin. Where can they find us on TikTok? What's our at?
We are _the Heel Turn podcast.
_ the Heel Turn podcast. Stay on the lookout.
I made it easy.
It's easy. Nah, it's easy. It's definitely easy. Let's get this intro going. Let's get started. No, let's not get started. Let's go on Twitter and tell people that we're live on here, so we can actually have people watching us. Tweet.
Oh, I thought he was telling me.
There we go. The tweet is up, and we are on. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr., the man that's probably way too happy to be here right now, Devin Lee Crimes. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm feeling wonderful.
You feeling wonderful? Why you wonderful?
Hey, all I got to say is, you know, they say the cookie crumbles some days, and some days the cookie crumble the way you want it. And today my cookie crumbled exactly how I wanted it. That probably was the worst analogy, but best I got.
I'm sorry. We know this annoys. This is gonna annoy people because we do talk about this at hefty amounts. This is one of our trigger warnings. This is one of our trigger words. This might be a Liv Morgan episode. When I mean that, there's gonna be some anger today. There's gonna be some anger. You're not. So look, I'm gonna tell you guys about the timestamp. I'm gonna give you guys a timestamp of when this Liv Morgan talk ends. But for now, we're gonna get started all the way up to the top from the very beginning of the match. We're talking about WWE Clash at the Castle. And to be honest, man, this was a cold pay-per-view. And then what made it awesome was the fans. The fans really was in tune. Not you, Devin. I'm talking about the fans that were there. The fans that were there
were standing up the whole time.
No, it's cool. Like we just can't see your reaction. I mean, I bet you are jumping up and down. You're jumping up and down. You got the champagne in your hands, like waiting on Roman to get that 3 count. Like I understand, we can't see that, so we can't judge off your excitement or your reaction. But we could see. Well, oh man, did you see when Roman did win? the black dude put the hand over his face. Oh my god, they do
Hater.
this all the time.
Hater. Got
Hater.
plenty of them.
Oh man, but the crowd was awesome, and it started off with Damage Control, Bailey, Io Sky, Dakota Kai taking on Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. To be honest, I was shocked this match went on 20 minutes. Like, I was expecting it to be at least 12, 13, 20 minutes, extra 7 minutes. I thought, it was still good. The action was still awesome. And it's all because Dakota Kai is she's not technical, but she just has a style, the way she moves, like her kicks. It just looks fluid. Like, it just looks like it flows within the match. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It was just like, you was like, man, this match, I can't believe it. We were 20 minutes. I'm like, I thought that was perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm just so used to AEW just giving them 10 minutes. All right, here you go. Get out there.
They don't do it on this side right now.
Exactly. It's weird. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was like, I definitely agree with her style. Like, it's smooth along with the match and the pacing of everything. And I hate to jump to it, but I was shocked by the ending. I'm okay with it, but I was shocked. I was kind of like, oh shoot, y'all gonna really do that?
I was shocked and first off, pretty much how the match ended. Dakota Kai hit the running boot, her finisher on Bianca Belair, followed up with Bailey hitting the rose plant, and then Io Sky ended up with a moonsault. Pretty much everybody hitting a finisher on Bianca Belair, and that's pretty much the right way. That's why I didn't really have a problem with it, because if you're gonna get rid of Bianca Belair, everybody gotta have a little hand in that. Bianca Belair, you ain't gonna do that yourself. So that means when it goes up to, say, her and Bailey, in the next pay-per-view, now I'm not really confident Bailey's gonna win, because you needed everybody in that match. So it's just, now granted, if they're barred from ringside, Bianca Belair has a better chance. But if they're there, then yeah, that could be a problem. But that's why I didn't have a problem with it, because it made Bianca Belair look kind of slow.
No, I agree. Like I said, I was shocked when I saw it. I mean, I'm not saying I expected her to kick out, but at the same time, I would have been like, oh, CC, EST. But,
EST.
It makes sense.
No, it was pretty awesome. The match was all right. It wasn't going to tear the house down, but the crowd was awesome. It wasn't going to be main event caliber. But, man, WWE is women's wrestling. I got to say that right there. Women's wrestling is amazing in WWE. Like, women's wrestling all around is amazing, but the portrayal of it, WWE has that in the bag. AEW has some amazing women's wrestlers, like Jamie Hayter. But, they only get so much time. WWE, they give them so much, they pay so much attention to it. You got to love it. I just had to throw that out there to give my 2 cents.
So I definitely agree. Except for the Jamie Hayter part. Not saying she's not phenomenal over there, just not,
You don't got a crush on Jamie Hayter?
No, I leave that up to you.
Yeah, leave it up to me. Look, Jamie.
See, I ain't,
Look, I promise you. Let me stop. Because this is where we saw Devin have the biggest smile come across his face. Because Ludwig Kaiser came out and he was talking for a minute. And not only was he telling everybody that my man Gunther finna do that to your boy Sheamus, but he also said he got his main man's back, Giovanni Vinci. I always mess up his name. But look, Devin, first off, your thoughts on the comeback.
I did not see that coming at all. Like, I had to double take. I'm like, what? What? Okay. Because look, when they first broke them up in the first place, it made no sense. It made no sense because it worked perfectly fine just then. Like, we seen them, Imperium, okay. I don't see why they had to split up in the first place. They could have all came as they were to SmackDown, and we probably would have been in the same spot. So, because I mean, he had some nice matches in NXT, but what was the reason? That's all. That reveal was great to me. See, man.
Yeah, and he called them Imperium. The pop was amazing.
Yes.
When Triple H said he got that seasoning. He said he putting this seasoning on WWE. He didn't say that. He said the flavor. He said, but we gonna call it seasoning because Triple H is a brother. But he wasn't when he was fighting Booker T. But he a brother now. He a brother now. We accepted him now. We forgave him. But this match, Gunther taking out, and it kind of hurt me because after he was like, not only do we got our homeboy back, not only do we got our name back, we the Imperium, we going crazy. But my man still named Gunther. Like I was like, this is stupid. I thought we was gonna hear Walter.
I don't think he's getting that bag.
You don't think he needs that bag?
No, I said I don't think he's getting it back. I just, for some reason, I feel like if they would have done it by now.
Look, him, Butch, and Doudrop, they need help. Those three, if Matt can get his name back, if Matt and Austin can get their names back, and that's just minor, these guys can definitely get some. They can get some help. Piper Niven can come back.
As much as I agree, I probably will miss hearing.
Why when you go across the street, powerhouse?
That is true. That is true.
Like you can hear that on Wednesdays. I mean, if Tony Khan treats him right. But going back into we just going on a whole rant right now, but it's cool. You know what, but Devin, this is why I like doing this. On weekends, it's just clowning. Thursday, it's just all business. I actually got the book right here. You want to do the book after this?
The book, man. Me and that book. Let's go again.
I'll hit you with the book. But let's talk about Gunther. I'm gonna hit you with the book just like Gunther.
Oh no, like dang.
Because Gunther was put in the almighty hands. I can't even say hands, the arms, the chops. He was doing it to Sheamus. And granted, Sheamus is one of the most hard-hitting men in WWE, so he could take it, obviously. This man, bare knuckle brawler. So him, and Gunther just going back and forth, beating the dog mess out of each other. Devin, what was your thoughts on the brutality of this match?
That's what I expected. I hate to sound all barbaric, like that's what I expected. I wanted brutality, gruesome violence. But that's what they were hyping it up. And when you just look at a poster of those two, like they look like the type of match we got. Yeah. And the way it went was perfect because it showed Gunther like he don't play. Walter, however you want to call him, he still don't play either way you call him. And I was expecting chops, I was expecting all that stuff, and that's what we got. And Sheamus took it as much as he gave it. So that to me, you can't really put nothing better together than what we got from that.
That was perfectly said. And pretty much the ending of this match, Sheamus, like Walter was just beating the mess out of him. I knew Sheamus' back was done when Walter hit them 2 power bombs. I was like, yeah, bro, got to give it up. Sheamus tried to go for the bro kick. Back gave out. Gunther said, all right, let me do that to you as raps. Hit him with another power bomb and then a lariat for the win. And so afterwards, Sheamus, obviously, in the UK, he got a standing ovation. Everybody gave him all the respect in the world. Same as Walter. They gave Walter some love too. So match was awesome. Match was definitely flame. Where do you see? I mean, I guess we couldn't talk more about Sheamus because you see Pete Dunne might be coming back. Pete Dunne might make an appearance sometime soon. But where do you see Sheamus at now? Is Sheamus pretty much done?
I hate to say it, but I feel like he's getting towards that part. And I like that he had that moment because I feel like when he does walk away, I feel like not saying everybody, but I feel like he's probably not as much appreciated as he should be because he's one of those people where he started off like hot, like he got the WWE championship like in that first year and then like the World Heavyweight Championship after that. And then he kind of but went, it started doing mid-card stuff and tag team championships. And when they needed somebody, that was a little name stayed for Roman when he was coming up, Sheamus was easily to slip into that role. And I'm like, those type of versatile superstars where they can be a big main carder if you need them to be, but also they don't look horrible in the mid-card or tag team division. Sheamus is one of those people. And like that versatility right there is where I'm like, he deserves the flowers he got after that match.
Hey, I retract my question. It was a stupid question because we had a conversation earlier about a match. Me and Devin were talking during Clash of the Castle, and we was talking about Seth Rollins, and we were like, Seth Rollins really doesn't need to win this match. We were like, Seth Rollins could go 30 losses and the next day, like 30 losses, go months without a win. And the next day win the title because we know how talented he is and we know how great he is. Would you put Sheamus in? I put Sheamus in that category. Would you put Sheamus in that category?
I would, because I agree with all that, because it's a testament to, if they do lose, that just more of a testament to the person that beat him. That makes them look like a bigger deal, where he's a big deal already. So him losing, we already know what you've done. You're already cold. You know, somebody beating you, now they on their way to make it to your level. So I agree with that with Sheamus, because that's how I look at this match with Gunther, where we already know, you know, Gunther's that guy, but beating Sheamus, that don't look bad at all, because Sheamus was that guy for a minute where he was doing the same thing. Like, let me go take out the biggest dude I can so I can put my name out here.
Yeah, Sheamus is going to fight somebody like Riddle, Seth Rollins. Even if Pete Dunne does, you know, change, he has to fight Pete Dunne, Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, these aren't just little kitty names that you're just like fighting and expecting an easy win. Like, all right, if Rich Holland is going to step up to Sheamus, I expect Sheamus to knock him out. I'm sorry. We'll just say that right there. But that's when you're looking at it.
At this point,
yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm sorry. Rich Holland, I'm sorry. But Sheamus, at the end of the day, Sheamus is still a monster. And no, you're right. When you beat Sheamus, it's a big deal, regardless of who you are or what's going on. So Sheamus, yeah. Even if Sheamus turned around and won the Intercontinental title or the US title tomorrow, or he could lose for the next year and a half and come back and win this title, hey, I'll be down for it. So, yeah, no. All right, Devin, let's go. Liv Morgan took on Shayna Baszler. So pretty much Shayna Baszler was trying to target Liv Morgan's arm. And the crowd was kind of amazing. They were booing the crap out of Shayna Baszler. Liv Morgan got a huge pop. And so Michael Cole was like, well, you know, Liv Morgan trained with Matt Riddle, and, you know, so she got a lot of, she doing a lot for herself. And so they was just going back and forth with their submission moves. And very much at the end, Liv Morgan recovered. She hit a running power bomb that got a 2 count. Shayna Baszler tried to lock in that Karafuda clutch, but her arm was hurt, so she couldn't really do it. And Liv Morgan hit her finishing move, the Oblivion, for the win. Gavin, your thoughts on this match?
Well, you know, I hate to say, you know what? Look, you know, since you gave that so dry, so bone dry as I thought she was going to give, I'm going to be the one that's going to get the spice and the sugar for this. Because look, what I've been telling y'all, I may have looked like a madman, right? They was like, man, I don't know what Devin be eating over there, but I don't want none. He talking crazy. But everybody thinks a madman is a madman when they don't understand. I've been saying this is Money in the Bank. It was gonna happen. I asked this man, I said, hey, what do you want from Liv Morgan? I want her to beat competition. And that's what we got tonight. You know, take it or leave it. You know, you can throw all you want about it, but it's what we got. It's what we probably should have gotten, but it's here now. No weird, funky finishes to do this or do that. Straight up, just little back and forth match. Not back and forth, but everybody got in what they needed. Oblivion, 1, 2, 3. No fuss or fight. So I mean, look, ask and you shall receive. You want her to beat competition? Shayna Baszler, man, that's competition. Take it how you want. Y'all said, oh, she gonna be a transitional champion. It's only gonna be a month. You know, she gonna lose at SummerSlam. I got the receipts, and I just took it. You know, I'm like, look, I know. I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. You know, with trips around, I'm thinking like, oh, so he probably gonna bring NXT Shayna back. I don't know, but hey, that ain't what happened right now. But who knows? All I know is I can talk about what happened today. Who worried about tomorrow, right? Woo. felt really good.
You don't like this title reign.
Well, look, I wouldn't say that.
Come on, let's be honest now. You don't like this title reign.
But it's not her fault.
You don't like this title. It is her fault. She can't talk. Can she talk?
Look,
can Liv Morgan spit a nice promo? Can Liv Morgan help you, make you want to run through a brick wall, Devin?
A bit. Only if she doesn't take deep breaths before every promo and look like she getting ready to cry. I get that to you. But look, my whole thing with this whole thing is that they've been booking her as like she shouldn't be here. She shouldn't be doing any of this stuff. She barely winning. She supposed to not do this. She's been needed these type of wins so you can just talk and it be some weight to it. That's the thing. It's hard to. No, you can't say it now because she's beating Shayna Baszler. No, it's too. Now
they're making Shayna Baszler look like a joke. Shayna Baszler is now a joke. Shayna Baszler. I
don't mean she a joke.
Yes, she's a joke.
You could just say she was on the tag team. Even Ronda said. Ronda said you used to be a killer. You used to be. There's something missing right now. There's obviously something missing with her right now. That don't mean overall she's a joke.
To Liv Morgan.
That's the thing. What do y'all want from this? You say you want her to beat competition. You want her to beat people clean, beat something. She does it. Man, how she beat them? Because see, the thing is, if they would have put her up against an Aaliyah or somebody, you'll be like, well, why is Aaliyah in this match? Going against Liv Morgan, that easy win for Liv Morgan. You know yes,
I understand.
But how would Aaliyah go over those other people when she hasn't been even built to that point
at all? But I will understand why Aaliyah's in that situation because Liv Morgan isn't Charlotte Flair. Liv Morgan isn't. Wait, do I need to name the four women that I continue to name? That's like
look. I mean, you can name it, and you can name them. They're great, but it's gonna be time to phase them out. I hate to say it, but they can't be the Mount Rushmores all the time.
On paper, should Liv Morgan have won this match?
On paper, should she have won?
Yes.
Well, if we talking straight up, then no.
On paper, Devin. On paper.
But this is WWE.
On paper, Devin. On paper. Not even in WWE terms. That's what I'm saying. You're looking at a match card. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. Devin.
So tell me.
What do you think?
So tell me, if we look at on paper, is Brock Lesnar getting beat by Roman Reigns? Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Who's half his size?
That can happen. Yes.
On paper, after we know what Brock does in the MMA on paper, you mean to tell me on paper, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, anybody gonna last more than a second with him? Comparing the sizes.
Yeah.
On paper,
because these are still 265 grown men, football players. Some of them still have wrestling backgrounds.
But have they ever been in that environment that Brock was in? Brock was in that fighting environment.
Bobby Lashley was in there too. Riddle was in there too. We can name a bunch of Oscar was in there too. Oscar's a joke right now. Shayna Baszler's a joke right now.
You know what? If that's the case, then maybe we gotta change the whole who we bring it in to WWE point there. If you ain't never had any experience in that case, you should be in here because this person got it, and it don't look like on paper you could do that. But here, we can throw some of that stuff out the window, even if we think it's some bullshit. Because look, they could easily just go, well, she's been training with Riddle. Riddle, former MMA. Maybe he was giving her some ideas. She was talking to, dang it, I can't think of his name. But it tell you, like, I wish there was more time put into it where, like, we could at least think, like, maybe she has been trying to work on her grappling game. Not saying she should be able to beat somebody that made an entire career out of it. But, hey, I don't know what you want from me with this.
Devin,
me or Liv Morgan.
All right, I give up. I'm gonna leave Tori Wilson alone. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna leave Liv Morgan alone.
You know you cannot make that. You know what?
No, I'm making it. No,
you just can't. But you can't even compare. You can't. You know what? You just can't. You can't go there. You can't go there.
You can't go there.
You just can't.
No, it's too late. It's too late. I'm there. I went there. It's up. What do the younger kids say? If it's up, then it's stuck. Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what? All I'm saying is I keep saying this stuff gonna happen, and it keep happening. And everybody just think it like it shouldn't, but
you know, and that's why I don't want you to. That's why I don't play my GMO with you. That's why.
Because I win. See,
not only because you win, because you making foolishness like this. Liv Morgan is gonna be your champion. Roman Reigns gonna be the champion forever. Yes, WWE Devin. What are you? Are you Vince Russo? Are you? No.
Are you creative? No, I'm not. But don't ever call me Vince Russo though, because no. Look, only thing I do is I look at wrestling like it can be all good if it makes sense in a way that you portrayed it to me. If you making a whole lot of hoopla about something, then maybe I should look at that and go, you know what? That must be a whole lot of hoopla because you keep telling me that's what it is.
Tell me am I wrong? Tell me am I wrong? Is Liv Morgan gonna go on SmackDown and spit a whack ass promo?
No, and I'm gonna say that because she don't have to defend no bullshit.
She ain't gonna be on TV.
What you mean? She is gonna be. Look, don't you twist me and turn me right here, okay? Look, she gonna be able to cut a better promo. I told you. You have to be able to, if you're gonna be a champion, you don't even have to be a champion. But if you want to have a dominant promo where I can believe you, it gotta be some weight behind it. You can't come up here and I beat everybody in this locker room. And you only beat 2 people in my eyes.
Hey, I got actually. Look, I'm about to rain on your whole parade. My sister, she in the room right now.
Right.
You know I'm talking about you. My sister, she went online and she looked at the match. And the literal sentence said, it was like Shayna Baszler taking on the underdog, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan being the underdog despite being WWE Women's Champion. How are you going to be the underdog going into a match? Every match you go to when you're a champion. What sense is that, man?
See, that was before this match ended, though.
No. Yes. That was.
She's beating her though.
That was before this match ended. If you're
that
going
was the thing coming
the
into
underdog
it
every time you fight, if we automatically assume there's no way you're winning this match and you automatically win, no, that's just foolish. That's not cool.
That is the point of this match. So we can throw that out the window. Now, if she go against Eva, I can go. She beat Shayna Baszler. Did it not happen? No interference. Nobody was doing anything stupid. I thought maybe Ronda Rousey would interfere.
Literally choked her out 3 years ago.
And that was 3 years ago. A lot can change in 3 years ago. Roman last time he got pinned was 2 years ago. A lot can change. A lot of change in terms of the way Shayna was booked. Has she been? She just not been booked to look like something again. That's not on her. That's just the goofy stuff she's been in. And like Liv Morgan was always been looked as an underdog because of how she got to this point in a way. Now I'm saying how she got the championship. It ain't like she fought through a gauntlet, got to Ronda Rousey, beat Ronda Rousey that way. That's just not how the cards fell. She ended up winning the Money in the Bank, cashed it in on Ronda after her match. And this whole championship reign has just been a thing of I need to evolve to another level. I got here, but now I gotta keep it. And we see she can win a clean match to defend her title. No, I tapped out at the last second. None of that stuff. No interference. It's these type of wins you just gonna have. So my argument can have weight to it more.
Charlotte Flair, she an underdog. If Liv Morgan's going up against Charlotte Flair, do you expect Liv Morgan to win this match?
Look,
do you even expect her to fight? What? I can't believe this, man.
How is she gonna ever get anywhere if you don't let her get there? Charlotte has how many championships? More than I can count on my fingers and my toes, man. Of course, I'm gonna look on paper and be like, yeah, she's the underdog. But everybody was an underdog at one point. Nobody comes into WWE, man. I already got like 2 8 championship reigns on me. I ain't no underdog.
I give up.
Roman was an underdog at one point. Now he big dog. Now he tribal chief. It's levels.
Yes, but at the time there was a point he was vanilla and he was boring and nobody wanted him there. Liv Morgan, she's boring. She's vanilla. And I'm the only one screaming out that I don't want her there besides the other people at SmackDown that booed her out of the building.
See, but I understood on that one, though.
I give up talking. I give up. You guys can have your boring ass champion.
I made y'all
can have. Y'all get no. You guys get y'all can have. This is y'all champion.
What you mean boring though? What you mean though?
She boring. Y'all can have fun with her. She boring. You guys can have fun having her laugh in the middle of her promos, just giggling, excited to be there until she gets until she gets choked out somewhere.
You don't say nothing when Seth Rollins be laughing.
Yes, because he can talk his shit and pretty much back it up. He backs up what he's saying. He just we'll talk about that later. We'll just talk about that later because let's get into our next match, which was Edge and Rey Mysterio. Dominic was at ringside. He went up against the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley was on the side. And man, pretty much Dominic was interfering throughout this whole match in a way. It was kind of like he was always trying to get in the way, trying to right the wrongs that the Judgment Day was doing. You know, Rhea Ripley's also, on the sideline. So, but Dominic was really like really interfering in this match a decent amount. And pretty much towards the end, he got carried by Rhea. Obviously, Rhea had to put the hands on him. And Rey hit a suicide dive, saved his son. And Dominic helped Finn Balor help Rey hit Finn Balor to the, what am I trying to say? On the middle rope. Jesus Christ. And Devin just staring at me, just not even helping me. I would just be sitting here struggling to talk. But Dominic grabbed Finn Balor's leg. So when he turned around, Rey Mysterio hit the 619 on him. And then Finn Balor got hit with a spear. And they said that Dominic was pretty much the interference man that got in the way of the match. But Edge and Rey Mysterio walked away with the win. And Dominic hit Edge with a low blow and then clotheslined his daddy. That's messed up, man. After all his dad did for him, he had to climb a ladder just to get his son back. And this is how you treat him? Your dad had to fight his best friend just so he could raise you. And you're going to turn on him. Dominic should be ashamed of himself. But yeah, pretty much Dominic got booed hella. And the Judgment Day was just cracking up. So I guess he was just tired to get beat up by Rhea. Or maybe he still is getting choked out by Rhea. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know what led up to the Judgment Day. They say you find your true self, and he got choked out to do it. And that's what Rhea did. But Devin, your thoughts on Dominic's heel turn? Are we gonna see a heel turn? Are we gonna see a heel turn alert?
That will be coming very imminently. Look, he could have added even more fire to this. He would have got up there and be like, that's why you not do my dad, man. I found the real stuff, man. Won't. And we got a whole nother story from there. But hey, look, I'm glad because I've been needing something from him because he just come out, on his daddy on his back, and they just been getting whooped every week. I get tired of looking at that. So I need something different. That right there, I hate to see somebody turn on their dad, but if it's gonna add to your character, then so be it. It's a necessary evil, I guess, right? But look, I'm just excited for some type of substance for this.
I'm still on the Sid and Dominic and Liv Morgan at NXT train.
Now Dominic, yeah.
I just want him to be his true self. I just want him to be like, get out of your daddy shadow. Get out of your daddy shadow. You don't got to be a part of Judgment Day. Be you. Be what you want to be right now. Fly away. Get out of here. I just want him to be himself. I want him to create his own person.
I thought that was going to be so deep. You just need to fly and find yourself in this world.
I'm like, Liv Morgan's been repackaged so much. I'm like, she could be something. She can actually turn it all around in NXT by being whoever she wanted to be. It's just that, man, this right now, what they doing with the both of them. I didn't have a problem with the heel turn at all. I thought it was pretty cool. It was just like came out of nowhere. And then I guess Rey and Edge was hugging. I thought Rey was just talking to him like, please don't concerto on my son. Like he please just leave him alone.
Man, Edge will pull up.
He's like, hey man, I'm gonna whoop him when we get home. It's cool. I'm gonna call Rhea. She gonna get this settled out. Like it's cool. But I just thought of something that I'm gonna bring up something later. And you're gonna think it's hilarious. But yeah. Rey Mysterio pretty much hugged Edge at the end and fade to black. Dominates now with the Judgment Day, it seems like. So, not bad. What's your expectations?
I don't think he is with Judgment Day. I'm not saying he couldn't be, but I don't think he necessarily needed. He just needs something to have some type of oomph to him, some type of attitude, something instead of just yes, dad, okay, dad, all right, dad, that's okay, dad. Man, if you don't roll your shoulders back or something, man. So it's something, okay. You know, I'm like, have we really heard him like talk about anything important on the microphone? Maybe this is a chance. Why did you do it? Why you attack your dad, Dom? And that's when he tells us his motivations. And at least we have some type of something instead of just, okay, dad. All right, dad. That was fun. Haha. No.
I feel like the reason why I say bring him down to NXT is because it only takes that one ass whooping. You know, like some people go down to NXT. Finn Balor, you know, he ran into Keith Lee. You know, he ran into all these bigger guys after he like tormented the roster. Mandy Rose, she was getting her ass beat all around SmackDown and Raw. She went down to NXT, got herself a couple of baddies, and was like, let's just destroy this roster. I can feel Dominic can just go down there and just be like, look, man, I don't need nobody. I ain't got nobody. I'm a lie, cheat, and steal my way to the top. Like, that's all you got to do. You don't even got to be your father. You could be a mix of your father and Eddie. And I feel like that would be perfect. Like, that's beautiful. Like, that's all you would have to do.
That's perfect. That's literally what I want. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. That's perfect. He could just be a perfect blend of his father and Eddie.
Right, but even on the mic, I don't think he's great on the mic. I just want him to be in NXT just to improve all that stuff. I'm not a critic. I just when people talk, you just feel, you could tell when people meet it or not. With him, it's just he's reciting scripts still.
No, I agree.
Well, it's not like Damian Priest, but Damian Priest, it's just the way he talk. It's not what he say, it's just how he say it.
Like with his voice, he could probably say some like real stuff. Like, did you hear what he just said? You know, but it's just when he do have some type of slick talk, it come out like, I really don't talk like this, but I'm just gonna try. Instead of just leaning into it, like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, Damien, all right.
Right, exactly.
Like when he said no cap found or something like that. I'm like, man, really? It's just like, all right, man. I appreciate the attempt, but no.
I appreciate the attempt. Now we can say the same thing about our guy Riddle. Matt Riddle went up against Seth freaking Rollins, man. This match was brutal. It went from trading just Matt Riddle kicking the mess out of Seth Rollins all over the ring. It was just hard hitting. Seth Rollins hit a superplex, but it got reversed into pretty much what would you call that, like a brain buster from Matt Riddle. And it was just a whole lot of reversals. Matt Riddle hit this combination of what was it? It was pretty much a power bomb, flipped him over, knees him in the face.
Yeah, kick. Just a whole lot of stuff.
It's a whole lot, yeah. What is it? GTS. He also did a GTS back, suplex. Like, we haven't seen him hit none of these combos in a grip. Mr. Man was like, you got to cut all that stuff out. But Triple H was like, man, go ahead. It's all you. So, I thought that was really cool. And so, everything about this match was awesome. Like, everything about this was just, you could tell it was physical. It was you on the edge of your seat. And Seth Rollins just pretty much, it looked like he hit him with almost everything. He hit him with almost everything. Seth Rollins hit him with a pedigree, but Riddle kicked out. And so it was just everything about it was awesome. I can't go in any more. He hit him with his own finishing move, the Bro Derek. So this all ended when Riddle tried to get back in the ring. And that's how Seth Rollins gets you, man. You try to get through that middle rope. Seth Rollins said, "Gotcha, bitch." curb stop to the face. Then he said, "Hold up, I ain't done with you." Just like your wife. You know, he's like, "Your wife done with you. I ain't done with you." So he get on the. Hey, he said it. I can say it too. So it's just like, so he gets on the middle rope and he curb stops him. Bro. Yeah, quit playing games. It's like a song like Bodo comes up. I'm like, I ain't even singing the song. He like, thanks, Devin, for sending me the link, bro.
That would be hilarious.
I'm giving you tickets to see Randy. You just gotta fly out to St. Louis to see Randy.
Bro.
But you are saying it's like he just fucking changes.
He just keep playing games.
Keep playing games. Man. But yeah, nah. Pretty much, yeah, he got curb stomped in the middle rope. On the middle rope. Seth Rollins went to the middle rope and curb stomped this man. Pretty much. I don't think we'll be seeing Riddle for a good minute. What do you think about this match? And do you think we'll be seeing Riddle for a good minute?
I feel like we will. I feel like we didn't. He would have been.
You gotta sell that. A curb stomp from.
We'll see. I mean, he was already still standing up, looking like this ain't the end of it, you know. So I'm like, if he was on the ground, probably on the ground holding his neck, probably so. But he was on his 2 feet. So, but man, this match, it was great, and it was great because not only was the match itself a really good one, but just the build to it has been. You know, this is where you can have a great match, right? Just two guys out of nowhere, they're both capable. Great match, right? But you want to know how you can have an even better match? Is if I care about it even more. If I'm looking at this like, yo, I can't wait till they fight. After they had that little sit down, they weren't face to face, but whatever it was on Monday, that right there had me already bought.
Yeah, what's I gotta see it. Say?
He said some very derogatory things to Riddle that won't be coming out my mouth right now. Because you know we strive to be a different example out here, you know. But yeah, you know, taking jabs at things that you've seen that are real, and then they blend. That's all about blurring that line. I tell you, wrestling is the best thing ever when that line is blurred, where you don't know. Did they know about, you know, it's those questions that make it such a better experience. And that this match had all of that. And like I said, you already had an extreme great match in the action involved. But when you care about these people more and things that's going on in it, now you in there, you fully invested, as I was. And like I said, I think we'll see Riddle. I don't know exactly where he's gonna go from this. And with Seth Rollins, it may just go another 2 matches. They may go to this till Survivor Series.
Yeah, no, this was wild, and mainly because I really was like, and like we mentioned earlier, it was like Riddle needed to. We was like Riddle would benefit greatly from this match because Seth Rollins can lose to whoever and recover with the quickness. Like it's, and you know, Riddle. This isn't a match. I don't think it's gonna, you know, hinder him at all. You know, because this was incredible. I think it does hinder him because, you know, this dude was talking about your wife and he beat you. So, you know, I feel like that's pretty much that's, you know, you got to get back on that. But nah, if this isn't over, I'm cool with that.
Run it back at Extreme Rules in an actual Extreme Rules match. Hey, I feel like we actually gonna get a real Extreme Rules pay-per-view, man. A premium live event. Don't hear me. Yeah, I seen that pop up at the bottom. I was like, oh, we in a different ballpark now. We might actually get an actual Extreme Rules show.
Yo, they need to change like the graphics, and they need to have like Paul Heyman host it. Like they need to have Paul Heyman host and book like an Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
It's gonna be in Philly too.
And if it's a man, see, you gotta have Paul Heyman. If Paul Heyman open up, man, I don't want to see Roman though. Roman don't gotta fight. He don't gotta fight.
And Roman don't need to be there anyway.
Exactly. Roman don't need to be there. He on a light schedule anyway. I would hate for him to want to, you know, come on this way. He don't load management. I'm okay with not seeing my champion. And longer he champion. That's you. That's what you sound like. But up next was Roman Reigns. Man, this man got booed out the building. This man got booed out the building.
Happens to the best of us, man.
And he took on Drew McIntyre, the man with broken dreams, and right now a broken heart as well.
But I tell you, I was on my tippy toes. I already was standing, but once I heard that, doom, 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 that broken dreams.
Yeah, he got the highlight reel of his pretty much his career. We seen young Drew that he grew up to be bigger Drew. Now he's just Drew. So it's awesome. It was incredible. And then he came out to his actual music, and man, the crowd was like, it was like a basketball. It was like an actual. I mean, obviously it's a sport, an event. Wrestling is a sport, but it was just a spectacle to see. College football. That's what I'm trying to say. College football, they have chants. They have everybody. Oh, Drew McIntyre. Like, it's just crazy. Like, Drew. Like, everything is just so intense. And Roman, they ain't even fight for the first, 30, 15. I was telling my sister that. I was like, Roman, what if he just stopped wrestling for the first 10 minutes of a match? First 10 minutes of a match is just walking around, headlock, talking to the camera. I'm going to smash this man. And then it gets good. So at least I know to use my bathroom breaks in the first 10 minutes of a Roman Reigns match.
Don't do that.
Oh, should I start for the entrance? Yeah, maybe I have more time if I just wait till.
Don't even do that. You should already know he either gonna be at the beginning of the show or at the end. So you just are playing accordingly.
I hold it. I can wait.
You know what? I'm gonna keep letting you throw these jabs. Just jabs, okay?
I'm sorry. It's just an opening. I gotta take it. But no, this match was awesome. Roman didn't have anybody at ringside. Did you notice that this man walks 10 paces, arm up, pose. 10 paces, arm up, pose. Get in ring, go get on apron, look around, arm raise, pose. Get in ring, stare at hard camera, arm raise, pose.
See, but I'm supposed to be okay with John Cena pulling a funky rag out his back pocket and never give up.
See, that's the thing. That's what John Cena don't understand. John Cena's interest is to 10, maybe 15 seconds. Let me show you my LaMickey. Let me show you my LaMickey towel, or let me just talk to you, man. It's a Raw, bro, tonight.
Hey, that's his fault.
I can't wait to get in this ring. Run into the ring.
I like Roman interest. Roman do not rush anything. He comes to that match, he fully prepared. He ain't exhaust himself from doing all that goofy running and all that stuff. He ain't screaming at you. He just do one hand in the other. And you know what you need to know. If I had to be an interest, man, I want that Roman Reigns interest. I take my time. I ain't exhausted myself. Y'all move when I move.
Y'all move when I move, this man said. I got nothing to say to you, Devin. I got nothing to say to you.
But I got a lot to say about this match.
Then lay it on me.
I thought this was amazing. I thought this as a main event was incredible. You know, and I honestly, if Drew gonna be on the card, I can't wait till they go back to Carter, because man, that crowd was alive. Like, you know, they ain't sound dead or nothing. Like, you know, they sitting on their hands. Man, what's going on? They was into it, you know, every near fall. And look, man, Drew, he looked incredible in this match if you really look at it, because it took a good portion of the match before Roman could actually get a 2 count on Drew. You know what I mean? He was doing all types of stuff. He hooked the leg, boom, one, he already kicking out. So for him to be able to go, Roman throw all this stuff at you, and you still kicking out at 1, it finally took maybe almost close to the end for you to start kicking out at 2. That's just a small detail of like, yeah, Drew that guy. He's just not that main guy yet. But, oh yeah, if it definitely don't happen, then there's something wrong. So it's going to happen.
No, that match was incredible. Roman, and that's crazy because both of them have running finishers. So it was kind of like, as soon as you see one take off, you don't know what's going to happen at that moment, because you could get caught with any finisher.
That's true.
And Roman got 2 of them, so you didn't know if it was a Superman punch or a spear. But yeah, you're right. Drew kicking out at 2 at the very middle end of the match, middle to tail end of the match. Like finally gets a 2 count. Roman hit him with a couple spears, but that wasn't like when Roman hits a spear now, especially if it's on like a powerhouse opponent, I'm expecting you to kick out. I'm expecting that. If anything, I'm expecting Roman to choke you out. You know, that's Roman's go-to. Oh, you too big. I gotta choke you out. You know, you on the 10-game win? You on the 10-match winning streak? Go ahead. That's cool. I'm gonna choke you out. He was like, you know, I was like, I ain't gonna ping you. You can kick out of my spears. I'll hit you with 5 of them, but I'm gonna choke you out. You ain't gonna wake up. Just go to sleep. But the crazy part about this is Roman Reigns tried to choke out Drew McIntyre, didn't work at all. Hit him with a brutal spine buster. And Michael Cole was like, "Oh, I thought it was 3, bro. That was nowhere near 3. Relax yourself." I was like,
he was getting ready to fight for it too. Like,
yeah, he was like standing on there. I promise you that was 3. Oh, just choke the ref right now. Like, I'm like, bro, where Pat McAfee at, man? But no, it was that match was just so back and forth, and the crowd was just all up on Drew. Because at first, Devin, be honest with me, that first 10, 15 minutes of the match, they did a whole lot of nothing.
It had to though.
No, did they do a whole lot of nothing?
But you could feel it already. It was all the tension in the air.
Did they do a whole lot of nothing?
Yeah. I don't see what's wrong with it though.
Why not?
Was you
I just wanted you to answer the question. I was like, you can know. I was like, go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt you, but sometimes I ask you a question and I'm just like, I just need a yes or no.
No, they did not do much of anything at the start of the match.
Yes.
I have no issue with that.
Were you bored when they just traded off suplexes and they just went back and forth, raising each other up? Roman Enzick was just punching Drew in the face. And then Roman got to talk to the crowd. I'm going to bash this man. And after I'm done smashing him, I'm going to smash you people.
That ain't even what was said. He just said, acknowledge me, and he got headbutted. See, there you go. But look, I mean, these are 2 guys that you're trying to show they're evenly matched. Everything Roman got, Drew got too. So that's why I'm like, that's important for a match like this. You don't want to go in there and do all this build up and make Drew just look like some clown off the shelf. So it's gonna be some struggle back and forth. Like, now I will say that suplex thing, that was a little too much. I would have did it like twice, and then I would have done something after that. But going back and forth, somebody should have thought, man, I'm gonna just punch you in your stomach. You know, psychology right there. Like, why would we just sit up here and teeter-totter?
Throughout that whole thing, I was like, yeah, nothing's going on. I was like, it's been 15 minutes of nothing. I'm like, and that's pretty much, and Devin, be honest with me, that's pretty much a Roman Reigns match. 15 minutes of a whole lot of nothing, and then you get to the good stuff.
I mean, is Roman Reigns a Ricochet? Is he, you know, this lightweight guy that could just fly around the room at a high octane pace? No, my man's is a heavyweight. I mean, that's like how boxing matches is. Are you expecting a heavyweight boxing match to just be just constant, just all these different fast punches and stuff? No, these guys are heavier.
Are you calling me an AEW fan?
I see you said that. Had I said anything about them? I said Ricochet. I was thinking about it, but I was like, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with them today. Their time is tomorrow, and I will even say anything from today tomorrow. I said Ricochet. I just tried to give you somebody I know you are heavily familiar with that is a lighter size, and in their matches, I expect them to be constantly out the gate, just boom, back and forth. But Roman and Drew, you're not gonna get that. They're heavier guys. This is a heavyweight bout.
Even with Drew, you're not bored in the first 15 minutes. Sheamus, you're not bored in the first 15 minutes. Walter, you're not bored in the first 15 minutes. Roman Reigns, styles. Every match, there is nothing going on. It's slow walks, talking to the fans and rest holds. Okay, Randy Orton.
Different styles. Walter is a striker. That whole match, him and Sheamus, that whole match was built upon this is going to be just straight up chops and brutality. I didn't expect that when I seen Roman and Drew on the paper.
You were bored be honest, when Randy Orton was doing nothing but rest holds. Were you bored in the first 15 minutes of a Randy Orton match at that time?
It's going to be them type of...
You're not answering my question.
But see, I wasn't bored. I I be trying to give you a reason for my answer. I don't want to just give you some bullet. Yes, no. I could just be robotic about it. I'm trying to give you some weight behind this.
Trying to give you some meat potatoes. I got you.
Yeah, I'm trying to make you push away from the table full when I get done talking. You know, it's just look, look. I don't mind, spots in a match where it's just, I'm not constantly going, oh my God, boom, 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 whoa, because some matches just won't be like that. And that's why I'm like different styles. When I look at Drew and Roman, they almost similar. I mean, they both two big powerhouses where if they need to move, they can, but they ain't gonna do it the whole match. You're gonna get towards the end where like now they got these big heavy hits, like it's a heavyweight bout. Boom, he got a haymaker. Oh shoot, he may go down. He get back. They don't start off the match like that because they both going, hey, I already know he a heavy hitter. I know what that's like. I need to get out the way for a minute. Let me get some space. So I don't have a problem with them cool downs in matches. Just as long as they don't happen like where I'm like, all right, this is a regular night, on Monday, can we pick up the pace? But this match deserved all the time they got.
Thank you for confessing to me that you're bored every 15 minutes of a Roman Reigns match from now on. Look, it's okay because the endings are amazing. I'm not saying Roman's a boring champion. I'm not saying he's an awful wrestler. I'm just saying in the first 15 minutes of the match, his matches are slow. Like I'm not trying to say he trash. I'm not trying to say this man's an awful wrestler. Like I'm not trying to say like, I'm not acknowledging him. It's just the first 15 minutes of a match. I want to take a nap. I want to wake up in the middle of your matches. That's all I'm trying to say. But I couldn't go to sleep in the middle of a Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre match because even after that, Roman Reigns was pretty much arguing with the ref because he's been spearing Drew and the ref hasn't been counting fast enough, and so he's like, "Man, I'm gonna smash you next." And so Drew McIntyre hits him with a claymore in the back of the head and knocks out the ref as well. And then Drew hits him with another claymore. Well, no, they're both knocked out. Excuse me. They're both still knocked out. And Austin Theory runs out with a ref. And he's like, hey, brother, let's get in there. So he tries to slide in the ring. Well, he runs around the ring, excuse me. And then he's trying to give the briefcase to the ring announcer. And he just gets cooked. He just gets annihilated with his right hand. And I don't know if he was selling this beautifully or he was really knocked out because that arm was stiff. Like he looked slumped. It looked pretty bad. I was kind of terrified for him. But Austin Theory got knocked out, so he didn't cash in.
Fury don't play.
Oh, he don't play at all. Tyson Fury just knocks him out. It was pretty scary. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's good because that arm was just stiff. So, but anyway, Drew McIntyre gets up, hits Roman with a claymore. That was a 2 count. And then after Devin wiped the tears off his ass because he thought Roman lost, Roman pretty much got back up and they ran around. He hits another. They actually go around. They hit another claymore. No, I lied. After that claymore was hit, the referee got, oh my God. It looked like he got like sucked into a sinkhole. Like from the camera view. It was like 1, 2, like it was like
it did.
I was terrified. I was like, because at first I was just talking to my sister about Bray Wyatt. So I'm like, oh, this crazy. This is the Bray. And then I was like, why would Karrion Kross do that? And then I seen the hoodie, and I'm like, oh man, this is one of Devin's guys. This is one of Devin's boys. And so
like I called him in.
Yeah, Devin was like, please, nobody gonna be at ringside. I've been reviewing you for like months. I need you. Our tribal chief is in danger.
You funny. You've been real funny today. See, man. I'm over here sweating and stuff.
You're just sweating on your phone. Please. This is all I got. I need you. What would the Usos do? Oh, man. Dang. So in saying that, you know what I just thought? And this is kind of random. I don't know if you thought about this. But let me just finish real fast. Solo Sikoa came out, interfered. You know, he was the one that pulled the referee into the sinkhole. And Roman hits another spear and gets the win. And so Roman got some more help from his cousin. You know, I've been telling Devin about Roman getting help from his cousins. He still don't want to believe me. So, yeah. So now I understand.
Well, I mean, it's just
cousins, and now he has a cousin, another one.
Hey, that's that
Roman
brother.
can win without his cousins. He had to bring a whole other cousin.
It just sometimes, you know, sometimes the nights just be you need help. You know, and you know that was
need help. Devin just make Roman just sound like the most like innocent child. They be like, Roman just spilled milk over there. Well, maybe the milk just fell off the counter by mistake. You don't know what's happening.
I look at it because I understand his motives. Like I see Roman playing the game by the rules for years. So I mean, for him to break a few now, okay. So what? I feel like he earned that. No. But that was one of my issues in this match. It was just mostly on the commentary. Like they was just like, yeah, Roman, he always need help. And he went out the bloodline. I don't know. And I'm like, y'all acting like he ain't beat people clean before. I mean, dang, I know he get a lot of help, but that's the whole point. He don't always do, but they mostly beat her. When they not, it just raises the question of like,
I got another one. What?
Hey, that's their fault. They count for this bad family.
They're gonna be like, we will not have any WWE active roster that is a member of the Roman Reigns family to interfere. And he over here got Rikishi driving to the arena, trying to run over his opponent, trying to run over Drew McIntyre.
I did it for the chief.
I did it for the tribal chief. And nobody
did it. See?
I'm telling you, man, you got The Rock canceling his movies. Roman Reigns is in danger. Dwayne, that's you. Come on, Dwayne.
You think I care about Black Adam? Roman needs your help.
He's like, I need you.
You think I care about Jumanji?
He's like, I ain't watching Jumanji. I need help.
You don't help Roman now, it will be a seat in that theater.
You helped him at the Rumble. Help me help him now.
Ain't nobody say nothing.
Yeah, you ain't say nothing when you helped him at the Rumble. Like, man. But nah, Roman, to be honest, no, we all know Roman's a dominant champion, you know. So obviously I expect him to win clean no matter what. But yeah, he definitely do. He always need his cousins. His cousins is always around. But I thought that was I thought that was awesome. That was a great reveal. I was like, oh man. And they ended it off pretty light. And you notice they ran out of time. Oh man, Michael Cole. I know Michael Cole was heated. Cause like Drew McIntyre, oh, we're still live. Oh, I'm just clowning with y'all. Let's see. And then you hear Michael Cole talking like, we gotta leave. Like, we gotta, all right, good night, everybody. We out of here. Like it was one of them AEW closings.
I'm telling you that entire thing, I felt like, are we supposed to be saying this? Like, was, you know, All Rights Reserved supposed to be in the corner by now? Not saying I had an issue with it, but it just felt like something I wasn't supposed to see. I'm glad I did, but you know, it was at first I'm like, what's going on here? Why are we singing? But you know, hey,
what's going on?
That crowd was fun. Singing? Yeah, I didn't expect that from him right then. I was just like, oh, okay, I just watched you knock this man out, and now you sing. I'm like, okay.
It wasn't too horrible. Drew McIntyre was home, so I'm like, you know what? You can get the man his dues. Devin,
it's been like 30 some years since they had a show like that. Why not?
Exactly. Devin, I gotta read you this book because we're almost 1 hour into this. It's been going by pretty quick. It has been going by pretty quick. I just found a question because I have right here the book. I have the book. Devin, you've been all right. You have been all right so far. I got you right here. This is a women's wrestler. I'm giving you 5 questions. You get 5 questions. This woman is 5'7" from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I cannot give you her signature move because it pretty much gives it away. Title history, women's champion. Debut, 2004. Devin, who do you think this wrestler is?
And they debuted in 2004. They've only won one women's championship.
Yep, here goes.
One ring.
Within 3 years of stepping foot in the ring for the first time, she reached the pinnacle of her profession, capturing the women's championship. And she became a Playboy cover girl and the star of several Super Bowl commercials.
Okay. You can stop right there. I got it. It was dang, something flew in my eye. Maybe I don't. Candice Michelle.
It was Candice Michelle.
Look at that.
Look at that. I got all her magazines.
I remember.
As soon as I said Playboy, obviously. I know exactly.
I promise you. No. It just, the prior information, it made it click in my head. I'm like Milwaukee. Then I thought about the years, that kind of helped. I was like 2007. And not all that other stuff, man.
Man, no, you should, bro. As soon as I said Playboy, you hit me with that Drew McIntyre. I know exactly what you talking about, brother. I'm like, man.
You know what?
But, I got another guy. He's 5'10" from the Caribbean. He was the Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, and WWE Tag Team Champion. Debut November 2004.
Carlito.
I feel like I don't really have to say much.
Yeah, I used to have this big old Carlito, man. He was like at least like freaking 8 feet tall. I don't know where he at, but yeah, that was my dude. I spit in the face of people who don't like to be cool.
Cool, you 2 for 2 right now. Devin, we can skip this if you don't know this. I'm gonna just ask you this question. Do you know the 3 individuals in Camp Cornette?
Oh, Camp Cornette. You know what?
That's why I said if you say no, I'll skip it. Because this was way before our time. Well, 1996.
It was before my time. We can skip it. It don't make me look too bad. I gotta watch what kind of L's I take.
Here goes something in our time. Devin, JBL had a faction called the Cabinet. Can you name me the 2 people? I'm gonna give you because it was a tag team and 1 more wrestler. Can you give me those individuals? It was
Orlando Jordan was there, right?
Orlando Jordan is 1. Who was the tag team that was with the Cabinet, JBL and Orlando Jordan?
Was it those brothers?
You know how many brothers there are? Like,
shut out. See what I'm saying? All right, you're right. They were bald. Weren't they like the best?
You know how many bald brothers? No, I'm just playing. Final answer?
Yeah.
It was the Basham brothers.
And was Jillian Hall ever associated with him?
Not at this time. But I said you didn't have to get the lady right because she got replaced by Jillian Hall later on. Her name was Amy Weber. Oh
yeah, see, I wouldn't have thought of that name right now.
Yeah, no. So I'm still giving it to you. But right now you 3 for 3. To be honest, I was not expecting that. I actually just heard this on when I walked in. This ain't even in the book. I gotta give you something. This is out of context. This is actually on WWE Network. Devin, who was the vocals behind Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin Music song? And I'm talking about he did the ad lib of Sexy Boy.
Wasn't it what was his name? Dang it. Wasn't it ah I just don't want to say his name because his last name made me feel like he's supposed to be somebody he not. Um all right, I have a garbage can that moves on its own. I feel like it gave me a clue or something. I'm just kidding. But dang, what kid he had the megaphone? Jimmy. Hey, I sound like Archie. Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart. That was his name.
Final answer.
Yeah. Yes.
Final. Yep. Jimmy Hart. It was Jimmy Hart.
You know what? Hey. You ever find out some stuff in life and you be like, I think I'll never need this. That was that moment for me.
I'll never need this.
I found this out like in like 2013 for like no reason. And I'm like, really? Okay. And look, fast forward almost 10 years later, and I needed that information. It's just crazy how life works, man.
I got you.
I couldn't think of his name for nothing.
This one is kind of funny. Last question of the day.
Let's get it.
Not only is this superstar an amazing competitor, but he is an unparalleled showman as well. It's September 2006. I repeat, it's September 2006. After nearly 2 months of self-promotion, he was getting that Emelina treatment. After 2 months of self-promotion, this wrestler convinced Theodore Long, the general manager at the time, to sign him to the largest contract in SmackDown history, despite never competing in the ring.
I remember this. This was Montel Vontavious Porter. MVP. I remember that.
Nerd.
I'm telling you, man. It's just only thing I take away, I need to go, research the Cornette camp Cornette.
Oh, if you listen, it's not a secret. We listen to him, so it's like we do listen to YouTube. You know that he managed Vader.
Yes.
So Vader was in it. Owen Hart was in it, and crap, it was another one. It wasn't Yokozuna. It was hold on, not the Bella Twins. I don't want to see them.
I was like, it was a big Cornette.
No, British Bulldog. There you go.
Oh, okay. All
right, Devin. We definitely went past our time. Is there anything you want to say before we close this show out?
I actually will make it quick this time. I promise. Hey, Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. It was amazing. The crowd was incredible. That's the biggest takeaway I got from it. Felt like another WrestleMania. And who could complain about having another WrestleMania on the calendar year, right? So, hey, your boy's happy. So we'll see if I can continue the energy tomorrow. And I'm gonna hand it back to the man, Isaiah Jackson Jr.
Thank you. Right now, we're not planning on doing an all-out predictions, mainly because it's 14 matches, and come on now. We'll be talking for 2 hours. We'll be talking to speaking at each other for 2 hours. So our plans to do right now, since Monday we have a free day, we're gonna be off on Devin. Are you off on Monday?
Yes.
Yeah, same here. So since we're off on Monday, we'll have our review on Monday of AEW All Out. Man, one thing I can't wait to share with y'all later on tomorrow. The interview of Charles Cassis will be posted. I'm going to get that done today. Man, I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you guys. This man was pretty much amazing. Viewer discretion is advised. This man used every curse word in the book. But man, he was amazing. And if you want to break into the wrestling industry, you got to listen to this, because he went from promotions to, which is making flyers and posters, promoting the event, to production, to doing video edits, to, being in the room, editing the behind the scenes stuff, to actually getting into the ring and actually being a part of the show, tearing down the ring before it gets out, before the show comes on, putting it back up without even having to wrestle that night. He tells you the ins and outs of, you know, being a wrestler and starting from the bottom and getting to the top. And yes, this man is at the top. He's won so many awards over the west side of the state. So look, great interview. Next week we'll have Aiden Colt. Me and Devin did that interview. Man, real quick, Aiden Colt was hilarious, ain't it?
Yes, that was a fun interview.
Yeah, he was real funny, real comedy guy. So those will be posted out soon. As always,